4 weeks on the farm, has intensively explored the several methods of fish farming in different parts of the country. These include the pond system, the cage system, and fish farming on dry land. Some issues that are evident all around are the challenges fish farmers face in identifying better feeds and finding markets to be able to grow their business.
They lack knowledge on how to feed fish. Any living thing, any living animal, in order for it to grow and reproduce and multiply, it needs to have very good quality feed. Now, many of our farmers don't know how to feed fish, and some of them cannot afford the formulated, the real standard quality feed.
The feed especially has affected Uganda's fish production levels and hindered export to international markets.
They use materials around them. And when you talk to farmers, some of them say, we feed fish from the leftover food from our kitchen. And such a food, is not balanced nutritionally for the fish.
Dr. Kisoferi Awori Wandunde, an aquaculturist and researcher, says this comes as a result of lack of technical knowledge, where many farmers start something without knowing how to run the business.
Starting from the facilities for producing fish, like the pond, there are certain recommended standards for designing a pond and constructing it, and even choosing a site which is suitable, which will have reliable water supply.
Dr. Awori stresses that one needs an investment plan and must employ the right people if they want to realize profits.
And so the main problem, I would say, is really lack of knowledge. And besides that also, they are limited in the funds to afford these proper technologies.
He further notes that many fish farmers start with the wrong objectives. Some join the business because their colleagues are doing the same thing. Dr. Awori points out something else that is failing the fish farming business is irregular and improper feeding.
Potential, but you find countries which even have little potential are doing much better than us. I will give you an example in Africa here. The leading producer of fish through farming is actually Egypt. Now, when you look at Egypt, it is in the desert. And the only water they receive is our Nile, which lives here and goes to Egypt.
The research advises that for the country to solve this problem, government needs to invest heavily in raw materials so that there is constant supply of feeds.
It is producing more than 1 million tons of fish per year. And we in Uganda, we are still producing an estimated 100,000 tons, only 100. In which case we are producing only a tenth of what Egypt produces. But we have much better potential than Egypt.
Another mistake fish farmers make is with fingerlings.
Guiding them on where to get and where not to get the seeds for stocking their fish. There are farmers who go to the lake, for example, and just fish out any small fish in the lake and put in their pond. They cannot guarantee quality here, because sometimes they take a mixture of all sorts of fish, and yet they may have wanted the tilapia, for example, or they may have wanted the catfish, the male.
All these combined, according to Dr. Awori, must be worked upon if Uganda is to maintain its supply to the international market. He, however, stresses that Uganda has the capacity to dominate the international fish market if its resources are properly and effectively utilized.
Because our farmers are not doing things right, it is costing us a delay. We would be having enough fish to give nutrition to our people, and even enough fish to earn a lot of money through trade, including export.
According to the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, Uganda produces up to 100,000 tons of fish from aquaculture, including production from small-scale fish farmers, emerging commercial fish farmers, and stocked community water reservoirs and minor lakes every year. For Dr. Awori, this is still a joke for a country which is gifted by water flowing in from all the corners of the country. Ivan Chimlichgozi, NTV.